Hello, welcome to your beginning tambourine or rick technique for drumming basics. So first off, I want to talk about holding the drum. So this is my dominant hand, and so I'm right-handed, so I'm holding the drum with my left hand. Now the way that I hold the drum, I'm just going to show you, is that I put my thumb on this back jingle, okay? And then I wrap my hand around. I put my first finger on the front side of the drum, and then I put my ring finger on this jingle, and then my middle finger sometimes is on the drum, or sometimes, usually it's on the edge of the drum. Let's see. Actually, it's kind of supporting underneath. You know, it's a work in progress. So my middle finger is supporting the drum from underneath. My first finger wraps around. My ring finger is on this front jingle, and my thumb is on the back. Pinky is just, it can be when I want a stronger grip. Let's see, where's the angle that you can see this? There it is. Sometimes I put it on this same jingle that my thumb's on, but it usually doesn't stay there. Okay, so that's how you hold the drum. Now, a beginner mistake when holding a tambourine or rick is that you have a vice grip. And what I mean by vice grip is that you're holding on so tightly that this muscle right here gets super, super tired. And there is some endurance that comes with holding this drum, because I do have to use this muscle to hold and balance the drum, but there's a way that I can relax into it. And the other thing that's very common is finding the balance point. So my hand is, it's not quite at 12 o'clock because my fingers are stretching over here to maybe 4 o'clock, and the rest of the side of my hand is at 6 o'clock. So I'm sort of taking up the whole bottom of the drum and distributing the weight of the drum through, that whole area at the bottom. Okay, so holding the drum can be a challenge. So if you're a new tambourine player, I highly recommend just holding your drum and walking around your house. And maybe hold it for 15 minutes and walk around, get a glass of water, go through doorways so you get used to kind of moving it so that it can start to feel comfortable just holding the drum. Because you have to be able to support the weight and you have to feel comfortable playing it. Once you have holding the drum down, we'll cover the basics techniques, okay? The first stroke we're going to do is doom. Doom is the low or bass sound on the tambourine. And so the way that I make a doom is that I use my entire first finger on my dominant hand, okay? So what I do is I'm going to twist my hand upwards, and when I come into the drum, my entire finger, so this back pad here is touching, and my fingertip. So it's not just my fingertip. If you can see, it's the whole section of that finger touching. Okay, so that's how I use a doom, and that's how I get kind of a fat doom sound. So I twist, and then the other thing is I kind of feel like I toss. I do a little bit of tossing my finger in like this. I want to keep my finger very straight, and then I want to tilt the jingles ever so slightly forward so I get a nice clean doom sound rather than this. Hear all the jingles make a bunch of sound. I want the nice crisp one. So this is called doom, 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 doom. If I do want a more jingle sound, I can make it more upright. Okay, some things that can go wrong when you're starting to play your doom is that you hit too far in the back, so you're angled like this. That's this kind of sound. Or if you use too much fingertip. Now the other thing is that if you press into the drum, that's the way the sound is. So you want to be able to hit the drum and then bounce. You want to get that nice low fundamental sound on the tambourine. Okay, Now, if you're doing that, you're practicing, sometimes your left hand just needs a little break, a little stretch. So do that as needed. Okay, so then that's my doom. And then when I come out, and make sure you say the stroke when you play it. So you're going to go doom, 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 doom. I recommend setting a timer for a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes, so you can really dig into your dooms a little bit and listen to the sound. You want to get the lowest fundamental sound you can get on your instrument. Okay, so then we have a tech. Tech is made with our ring finger, and my nail is just inside. I'm trying to get where there's no shadow. There you go. My nail is just inside the rim. So see this golden rim? This is just inside. I'm twisting my hand down and then into the drum. So notice my doom, my palm faces up. For my tech, my palm faces down. So like this. And I twist, and I want to get that high sound. Tech, 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 tech. All right, so try techs for a minute or 2 minutes, just straight. And then the next exercise you want to do is a doom to a tech. So now I'm bringing my palm up to do a doom, and then out and down to do a tech, okay? Sounds like this: doom, tech, doom, tech, doom. Doom, tech. And depending on how much tilt you have, you get a drier sound. Excellent. Now our ka for the tambourine is quite interesting. You can't really play a ka on the head. So what you do is you actually tick this jingle. So I lift my ring finger. I actually lift all 3 of these fingers, and I just land down on this jingle here with my ring finger. And if you're new to playing kas, you can hold the drum and just play it like this. Some people refer to this as a tick sound. I'd say that's accurate, but for the sake of consistency between all our strokes in our class, I call this ka. Now when you play the ka and you push down, leave your finger on it, because that immediately supports your drum. So you just lift it to play, and then you put it down to support, because when you start playing faster and getting other sounds, you'll need that support. So we'll go ka, 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 ka. Now you notice I'm getting a sound as I lift it. There are ways to get rid of that by lifting a little slower, so you can think about that. But there is just kind of a release sound. That'll get kind of covered up by other strokes generally. So now you can practice doom, ka. So now you're not holding the drum anymore, and you're doing a doom to a ka. So that's like this: doom, ka, doom, ka. And then the next combination, you can go doom, tekka, doom, tekka. right, so those are the basic strokes with the rick or tambourine. So I'll see you in class.